Take a look. This is a paternity court. Right here, in front of everyone, a woman revealed that 3 men could all potentially be the father of her infant child. One kind man even thought he was going to be a father. He waited on her hand and foot all through her pregnancy. This whole story started when she took the man named Drum to court. Holman held her 2-month-old baby girl in her arms. She stood firm and accused Drum, the defendant. She claimed he was the child's biological father, yet ignored her and the baby completely. He was nothing short of a deadbeat dad. Drum looked utterly disgusted and fired back right away. He said Holman had been seeing at least 2 other men while pregnant. No one could tell for sure who the real father was. The judge tried to sort out their messy relationship, but Holman dropped another shocking story. She said every time she texted Drum asking for baby formula money, he would cut off all contact. Yet if she reached out with offers of favors, he would show up at her door in minutes. Her story shocked everyone in the courtroom. Drum flew into a rage and shouted that she was lying. The 2 were about to argue fiercely, so the judge stepped in to stop them. He got straight to the key question. Why was Drum so sure he was not the father? Drum let out a cold laugh and recalled a strange incident. Holman once called him and said she was 10 weeks pregnant. Drum calculated the timeline and knew he had been out of town back then. The dates did not match at all. As soon as he questioned her, Holman hung up the phone. Surprisingly, she called back just 5 minutes later. She changed her story, saying the doctor had made a mistake and the pregnancy was not that far along. This strange sequence made Drum deeply suspicious. He believed she had rushed to recalculate the dates just to pin the baby on him. Then Drum dropped an even bigger bombshell. He had seen another man gently touching Holman's pregnant belly. Holman's face turned pale, but she still refused to back down. She admitted openly that she and Drum had an open relationship. They both saw other people and never interfered with each other's lives. She even argued that even with other men involved, Drum, as a potential father, still needed to take responsibility. Her twisted logic left everyone stunned in silence. To find out the truth, the judge summoned the man Drum had mentioned, the honest and quiet Richie. The moment Richie walked into court, the whole case spiraled out of control. His eyes were red and he was clearly crushed by betrayal. It turned out Richie and Holman had been an on and off couple for 4 years. When Holman got pregnant, she told Richie he was the baby's father. Simple and kind, Richie believed every word. He was overjoyed. He grew up without a dad, and he had always hoped to build a family of his own and be a good father. During Holman's pregnancy, Richie took perfect care of her. He went to every prenatal appointment with her and cooked meals for her. He loved the unborn baby like his own, and a deep bond grew between them. Now, standing in this ridiculous court, Richie realized he might just be a backup choice. He broke down completely. He felt betrayed and fooled. All his sincere love had become a cruel joke. Choking back tears, he said he had given his heart to someone who never cared about him. The pain was almost unbearable. Seeing how heartbroken he was, Holman finally showed a hint of guilt. She hung her head and told the court an even crueler truth. She had known from the very start that Richie was not the biological father. Drum was unreliable and she feared going through pregnancy alone. So she took advantage of Richie's kindness, using him as a free caregiver and emotional dumping ground. She cried and said Richie was the best man she had ever met. But she was used to being hurt by men like Drum, and she never learned to cherish someone good. This heartbreaking confession destroyed Richie. He could not accept that his true love was just a piece in her plan. Just when everyone thought the drama could not get worse, Holman made another revelation. Besides Drum and Richie, there was a third possible father. The news hit Richie like a bolt from the blue. He was already on the edge, and he could not hold on any longer. He turned away in pain and was escorted out of the courtroom by staff. Next, the third man, Matthews, was called to the stand. His appearance proved this messy drama was far more complicated than anyone thought. Matthews said he had also known Holman for 4 years. They met on social media and kept an on and off, intimate relationship. He too accompanied her to hospital visits during her pregnancy, and he truly loved her. When the judge asked if he would raise the child if it was his, Matthew said yes without hesitation. Now, 3 men and 1 woman were tangled over an innocent baby. The truth became harder and harder to figure out. After a long, chaotic round of questioning, the decisive moment finally arrived. The judge picked up 3 DNA paternity test reports. You could hear a pin drop inside the courtroom. First, the judge opened Richie's result. Richie is not the child's father. Everyone had guessed this outcome, but Richie still cried bitterly after hearing the verdict. Then came Matthew's report. Matthews is not the father either. The suspense hit its peak. Only one suspect remained, Drum, who had denied paternity all along. The judge slowly opened the last document. He looked across the room and fixed his eyes on Drum. "Mr. Drum, you are the child's biological father." The whole courtroom fell dead silent. Holman wore a proud look, as if she had known the truth all along. Drum's legs went weak the second he heard the news. Tears streamed down his face. He was not angry about being lied to. He cried out of deep regret for missing every moment of his daughter's life. He realized his recklessness and doubt had nearly made him lose his own daughter forever. While Drum wept, Holman turned around with a look of contempt. The judge reprimanded her sternly. He told them their reckless past was over. For the sake of this innocent baby, they had to let go of hatred and take on their parental duties together. In the end, both Drum and Holman agreed to face reality. They will learn to be responsible parents for their child. This farce made of lies and betrayal has finally ended. But the thoughts and questions it leaves behind will stay with everyone for a long time.